Dear students, in the last class, we discussed about three different preparation methods of alkyl halides from alcohols. Today we are going to discuss about two more preparation methods of alkyl halides and also one more topic, that is about allylic bromination of alkenes. So let us continue the topic preparation of alkyl halides. We have halogen exchange reactions. So this is the preparation method of alkyl iodides, that is Finkelstein reaction. This is the specific reaction methods, specific preparation method for the alkyl iodides. Reaction name is Finkelstein reaction. Usually we cannot prepare alkyl iodides by treating alcohols with HI, halogen acid HI, because HI is highly unstable at room temperature and will decompose back to hydrogen and iodine. So we have to adopt the situ preparation method. Situ preparation method means we have to make HI at the time of the reaction. We cannot keep HI for a long time, so we have to prepare HI at the time of the reaction by treating potassium iodide and phosphoric acid, that we discussed in our last class. So that is time consuming, so we have to adopt some simple method. This is a simple preparation method for the preparation of alkyl iodides, Finkelstein reaction. In this reaction what we are doing is alkyl iodides or bromides react with the sodium iodide in dry acetone or methanol to yield alkyl iodides. So in this reaction alkyl chloride or bromide generally represented as RX, which on treating with sodium iodide in dry acetone or methanol, which is acting as a solvent. So we will get alkyl iodide plus sodium bromide or chloride. So here we have the example, bromoethane on treating with sodium iodide, we will get in acetone or methanol we will get iodoethane or ethyl iodide plus sodium bromide. Here exchangement of halogen occurs, that means bromine is exchanged with iodine, and also sodium iodide is, in this reaction sodium iodide is soluble in acetone or methanol. We are using acetone or methanol as solvent, so in this reaction NaI is soluble in this solvent, while NaCl or NaB in the product we have sodium bromide or sodium chloride that are insoluble. So NaCl or NaB are thus formed is precipitated in dry acetone or methanol. We can use alkyl bromide or alkyl chloride. When we use alkyl bromide we will get sodium bromide, when we use alkyl chloride we will get sodium chloride. So from the product we will get sodium bromide or sodium chloride. They are not soluble in this solvent, so they will precipitated in dry acetone or methanol. So in this reaction what we are doing is simply replacing one halogen with other halogen. Here the exchanging halogens are chlorine or bromine from the reactant, that means we are replacing the chlorine or bromine atoms with iodine atom from sodium iodide. So this is a specific method for the preparation of alkyl iodides. Let us see another halogen exchange reaction, that is Schwarz reaction. This is a specific reaction for the preparation of alkyl fluorides. Finkelstein reaction is a specific reaction for the preparation of alkyl iodides, whereas Schwarz reaction is a specific reaction for the preparation of alkyl fluorides. So alkyl fluorides can be prepared by heating alkyl chloride or bromide in the presence of metallic fluoride such as silver fluoride, mercurous fluoride, cobalt fluoride, antimony fluoride SbF3. So by treating alkyl halide, alkyl chloride or bromide with metallic fluoride, we can prepare alkyl fluorides. RX, alkyl bromoalkene or chloroalkene, which on treating with metallic fluoride like AgF. In the presence of solvent acetone or methanol, we will get corresponding fluoroalkene plus silver halide. For example, bromomethane on treating with AgF, we will get fluoromethane plus AgBr. Similarly, chloroethane on treating with mercurous fluoride, we will get fluoroethane and mercurous chloride. So these are the two important preparation methods of alkyl iodides and alkyl fluorides. One is Finkelstein reaction for the preparation of alkyl iodides. Another one is Schwartz reaction for the preparation of alkyl fluorides. So far we discussed about the preparation of alkyl halides. Now we are going to discuss about the preparation method of alkenyl halides from alkenes. Alkenyl halides from alkenes, that is allylic halogenation. So what is allylic carbon or allylic hydrogen? Hydrogens attached to carbons adjacent to the doubly bonded carbon in an alkene are called allylic hydrogens, and these are particularly reactive towards substitution. So here we have one alkene, CH2 double bond CH CH3. So this carbon is allylic carbon, or the hydrogen attached to this carbon is known as allylic hydrogens. So what is allylic hydrogen and allylic carbon? Allylic carbon is a carbon atom. This carbon is allylic carbon. This allylic carbon is carbon which is attached to a doubly bonded carbon atom. So a carbon atom adjacent to an alkene is known as, adjacent to a double bond is known as allylic carbon atom, and the hydrogens attached to allylic carbon is known as allylic hydrogens, and they are highly reactive because they are adjacent to a pi system. Here we have a pi electron system. So when a hydrogen atom is attached to a pi electron system, they will be highly reactive. So we can easily replace them with halogen or any other atom. So when an alkene containing an alkyl group is treated with halogen at high temperature 500 to 600 degrees Celsius, substitution at the allylic position with respect to the double bond instead of adding at it occurs preferably. This is called allylic halogenation and is an example for a radical halogenation reaction because it takes place by a free radical mechanism. So when we treat an alkene just like a propene with a halogen at high temperature up to 500 to 600 degrees Celsius, there will be replacement of a hydrogen atom by halogen atom from the allylic position. This is the allylic carbon and this is the allylic carbon and these are the allylic hydrogen atoms. So when we treat a compound with an allylic hydrogen with halogen up to 500 to 600 degrees Celsius, there will be replacement of allylic hydrogens by halogen atom. So here chlorine replaces the hydrogen atom and we will get allyl chloride. This is allyl chloride, CH2 double bond CH, CH2Cl. In this case the halogen is attached to an allylic carbon atom, so this is allyl chloride. Hope you understand what is allylic carbon. Simply the carbon atom which is directly attached to a alkene carbon. It means carbon atom, allylic carbon is a carbon atom which is directly attached to a double bonded carbon atoms. Allylic, the gas phase reaction between propylene and chlorine at 500 to 600 degrees Celsius yields allyl chloride through substitution at the allylic position on the carbon adjacent to the doubly bonded carbon, that is known as allylic position, is known as allylic chlorination. So simply we can treat chlorine with propylene. Both are gases at high temperature, and we will get allyl chloride by replacement of the hydrogen with halogen atom. Here chlorine atom. Similarly, we can do allylic bromination. Allylic bromination can be effected in a similar manner by treating propylene with bromine at 500 to 600 degrees Celsius to get allyl bromide. So propene on treating with bromine at high temperature up to 500 to 600 degrees Celsius, we will get allyl bromide by the replacement of hydrogen atom, allyl hydrogen atom with bromine. So this is the alkenyl halogenation or allylic halogenation. One thing very important is usually we expect addition reaction. That means chlorine will add on this double bond when treating an alkene with a halogen atom. But in this case, at high temperature, only substitution occurs at the allylic position. Allylic position is the position adjacent to a doubly bonded carbon atom. Then allylic bromination of alkenes can also be brought about by conveniently treating N-bromosuccinimide or NBS in methylene chloride, which allows a radical substitution reaction to be carried out without having to use a relatively high concentration of bromine, thereby decreasing the tendency for addition reaction. So when we treat an alkene with simply bromine, we have to use high concentration. Usually we have to use high concentration, so there will be chance for the addition reaction. So in order to avoid that reaction, we can use N-bromosuccinimide for the allylic bromination of alkenes. So here we have the structure of N-bromosuccinimide. It can be prepared from succinimide. This is structure of succinic acid, CH2, CH2, COH, COH. Its salt is known as ammonium salt, is salt on heating, CO2 NH4. Its ammonium salt on heating, we will get succinimide, which on treating with bromine we will get N-bromosuccinimide by replacing the H with bromine. So N-bromosuccinimide is a brominating agent of alkenes on the allylic position. You have to remember about the allylic position. So for the bromination of alkenes on the allylic position, we have to use N-bromosuccinimide, a specific reagent for allylic bromination. So otherwise we will get addition product when we simply treat alkene with bromine with high concentration. So when we treat N-bromosuccinimide with propylene, simply heating we will get succinimide and allyl bromide. Thus allylic hydrogen is replaced by a bromine atom from N-bromosuccinimide and we will get allyl bromide. N-bromosuccinimide when heated with propylene yields allyl bromide. It is 3-bromopropene. So when you are asked to convert propylene to allyl bromide, you have to use the specific reagent N-bromosuccinimide. So this is about the allylic bromination of alkenes. Specific reagent is N-bromosuccinimide. Thank you.